They're like, in the corner, Ricardo. Why are you doing that? And when I'm doing this. Why are you going to the opposite side? What? I'm going like this.
No, I'm doing it on my whole lip, and you're saying that I'm not getting it
You were
yet.
going like this, and then you went to the other corner, and I'm like, no, here.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a video which is kind of serious, but we hope it's not going to be too boring for you.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about moving to England and looking at getting a job, or you're just interested in how English people find their jobs compared to like how you find your job in your country, might be different, might be the same, I don't know. Most of you who watch this are actually Italian anyways, You can see the difference.
Yeah, we're going to give you some information about it and how we lived it.
The first one, I don't know how it is in other countries, but I know in Italy, to get a job anywhere, you need to know somebody. That is one thing that here you do not need to have. So who cares if you know a person? If you know a person, it's probably going to give you a higher chance to get the job, doesn't guarantee you the job.
You got the same chance basically of someone else that doesn't know anyone in their job.
Because the other person might be more experienced than you are, so then they'll prefer that other person to you. That is a really good thing about living here. You don't need to know anybody, otherwise I don't know how any of us would even get a job.
I feel like any kind of job I got in Italy is mainly because I knew people. I mean, I went out, I gave my CVs around, and I did try with interviews and stuff, but every time I got a job, it was because I knew someone in there. It's often like that, and it sucks. And it sucks, especially if you are currently trying to get that job and you don't know anyone, but you really want that job. You basically don't get any chances.
In England, we find our jobs, the majority of them, online. So if you were to search into Google, like a specific job, maybe like customer service, you'd put in customer service, all these websites would come up. So there are main websites where you can find these jobs, which is basically where either the employer directly advertises their job on this like kind of recruitment job site, or an agency does it for them. So there's like lots of different ones. There's like Reed, Total Jobs, CV Library is one where you just upload your CV and if anybody contacts you for a job.
The good thing is that it's not like how it's in Italy, that 90% of the time that someone contacts you because they want to offer you a job is because they want you to go around and sell products. You know how you get lots of days in Italy where like to work for Herbalife or all these kind of things, like, or you know, like trying to do this product because it's good for your house for cleaning, or you know, this kind of things. There are so many in Italy, so many, and they're so annoying because everyone knows that you don't get any money from that, even though there are people working in that telling you, oh yeah, come here because it's gonna be good and you're gonna get lots of money, especially because you're gonna be under them and they get kind of like a percentage on you, so they actually don't earn any money. That you don't get this stuff.
You kind of went off there about Herbalife.
Oh, I'm just thinking about Herbalife, but there are lots of other companies.
It looks like this is wonky in the camera.
Does it?
Yeah. Maybe it's just because of the angle that the camera's at. Anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought.
So yeah, you don't get these kind of things here in England.
And then there's connected to like the website, you can have the recruitment agencies, which you could go directly to and give your CV to them.
You work for one.
I work for one, yeah. So you give your CV to them, they find a job for you, they call you, they like help you with like the interview process and give you top tips for the company and hope that you get the job, because if you do, they get some money from it. So, yeah, I did work for a recruitment agency for 3 weeks while I was over here. So I went to them trying to look for a job and they gave me a job working for them, but then I got a better job, so I left them.
There is also one really nice place that is here in England. Well, it's in the whole UK because I went to one in Scotland when I was years ago. And it's called the Job Centre. So basically what they do is to help you out, pretty much like an agency. They help you out, but it's by the government. That's who it's led from. And what they do is help you out to find a job, and at the same time, if you're eligible for it, you do get some money as well in helping you while you look for a job. So it's pretty simple, easy.
But there are quite a few like conditions to getting that money.
Yeah, but you do get that help.
So yeah, it is there if you are really struggling to get work.
Yep. Another really good opportunity is if you're studying abroad over here in England. Now we hope that the Brexit is not going to go through, so that means the UK will stay. No, it will not.
I think it will.
Did you not follow the news?
Ricardo, it will.
Do you not follow the news?
I don't want to talk
Clearly
about
did not.
Brexit anyway.
We hope that we're not going to leave with the Brexit and it's not going to happen and we will stay in the EU. We all hope that. And if it works, guys, you can come over here and study at university. First of all, don't worry about the money, because the money, the government will help you out, giving you a loan, which you can repay later on, and it doesn't even matter.
It does matter. Basically, it just comes out of your paycheck when you get a job.
You don't even see it, you don't even feel it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And what is good about it is that in the university itself, you can also work for them. There are lots of places. You can work at the library, because it's open 24/7, so you can work, well, at least library in Portsmouth, so I don't know if in other universities the same, but anyway, you can get a job in there. You can get a job in the tech company part, which they always need help and always hire people. So basically, if you have problems with the computers at the university or with your own computer, the university have this iTech squad, which they help you out with all the internet things. And what I'm doing, for example, is that I'm a student ambassador, and I work for the university, going to colleges and primary schools and all these kind of things to push the kids, to tell them how important it is to go to a higher education, and I get paid for it, and it's quite nice actually. So you do get those kind of lots of different jobs that you can do for the university, and it's helpful for you.
When you live in England, you don't need to live in a big city or anywhere like that to get a decent job. There are jobs pretty much in loads of places. I mean, I say that because that's the experience that I've had living in the south, but I have heard places where it's a bit more difficult, maybe up north. So wherever you go, you don't have to live in like if let's say for example you live in like an average sized town, there will be a job there for you. If you live in a village, you probably would have to travel to the town, but that's just because it's a village, so of course you're not really going to have a job there because it's just houses that are there and maybe one pub. So you don't need to travel to like the big cities, let's say, to get a job. Portsmouth is a city. So people that live in like Havant, which is maybe about 30 minutes or so away, 20 minutes, they don't have to travel to Portsmouth to get a job because they're a town. They can have jobs where they live.
Yeah, there's plenty. One really important thing which I took for granted when I came over here, it was the CV. CV in Italy is underestimated so much, but it's actually really important and vital here in England because the employers actually look at those CVs. I still remember I was in Scotland and I applied for Frank & Benny's, and the manager called me in and said, I would like to have a chat with you, and he took out the CV that I gave him, and he was like, I already know it by heart because I read it all so many times. I was like, well, I can't believe it. No one has ever read my CV. And it's actually important. You also have the personal statement, which you kind of say why you want that job and why you fit for it, and it's really important. It's so important. So when you're looking for a job in England, take good care of your CV. Don't put a picture because they don't care about pictures.
Yeah, pictures are weird. It's really weird. Who wants to see a picture on a CV? Then that's like discrimination against how somebody looks. Also, your age. Don't put your age either, because although you shouldn't be like discriminating against age, people do. Because, well, if you see something that's like 60, you're like, oh, I don't want someone who's 60 when I can have somebody who's 30.
Yeah, you don't even need to put your ethnicity or anything like that. No. So just put name, surname, that's it. And then all your details, how they can get in contact with you.
Also in England, you can get experience. Well, you can get jobs without having like the right experience before. So say for example I work in a bank, so I've never worked in a bank before. It's my first time working in a bank, and they didn't need me to have worked in a bank before. So I got a job through that way, and a plus side is we get paid for our training. So any training that you do with your company, they will pay you because technically you're there for them, so they're paying for you to be there to train for the job that they want you to do. So you get paid.
If you do it well, it's better for them.
So I went to London for a week, 2 times. One was for a couple of days, one was for a week. So I got paid to stay there, got my food paid for,
hotel,
everything.
Travel, super good. Yeah. That's the good thing. I got a training. It wasn't a few days or anything like that, but it was when I was in Scotland still, and I worked as a bartender in the Frank & Benny's, and I got training because I didn't know how to deal with all the drinks and stuff, and they trained me. I got paid to go where I was
Even though you
do
get training in Italy though, but you just don't get paid for it though.
You don't get paid, and not every job it gives you training, because I was a waiter in Italy, never got trained for anything to deal with food or anything. No, nothing ever.
That's odd.
Yeah, at least maybe it was just the restaurant where it was, because I know sometimes they do a training, but not where I was. Definitely I didn't get trained when I was working as a teacher at the school. No,
just shoved you in it.
Just shoved me in.
Right there, smack bang in the middle.
So you kind of like learn from your experience. You make mistakes and you learn. But so these are some of the things that we found out that is important for you to know about working in the UK. So there might be some more things that we haven't mentioned. If you think of any, just comment in the comments below.
Comment in the comments below.
Yeah, just
good job. Yeah. Make sure you check out all of our other videos because they are awesome.
This time was a serious video, guys, but we're trying to plan still the Pringles thing. So if you're interested in it, leave a comment below and let us know what you think, and if you'd like us to try those different weird kind of Pringles, because I can tell you some of the names are really weird, and I'm really curious to try those.
And if you have no idea what Ricardo's talking about, because he just kind of went on from that, we spoke about the Pringles thing in our other video, which we'll put up here for you to click on and watch.
Oh, I just thought they would already know that. So guys, we'll see you in the next video.
See ya!
Bye! Bye.